Behind the scenes, Hobbit songs. I'm currently trying to sort out a new Hobbit song. We've got one today. It's an elf song. It's as they're starting to load the barrels down into the water, and inside these barrels are, of course, some dwarves. I'm trying to sort out what kind of song I'm gonna sing here. Now, this being an elf song and everything, I've kind of got this idea that I wanted to delve into minor key. Now that I've got a good heading in front of me with some of these other songs that I've done before, I've really enjoyed, you know, Misty Mountains. I kind of used August by Anuna for that one. I don't know where to go with this, and so I just sort of had the spark of an idea that I might use Take 5 by Dave Brubeck. Some of you have probably heard this song before, especially if you're in jazz or if you've, you know, explored like famous examples of other time signatures. It goes. So my question is, can I turn that into an elf sort of like barrel polling song? So there's a first section, roll, 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 roll. Roll, roll, rolling down the hill. Heave ho, splash, plump, down they go, down they bump. That part I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with. Roll, 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 rolling down the hole. Heave ho, splash, bump, down they go, down they bump. See, now that one doesn't really feel like it resolves at all. But it's this other section that I want to use Take 5 for. It's a long one. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27 lines long. 27 lines. Doing this with gum, probably not my best move ever, but let's see if I can pull this off in the slightest. Down the swift dark stream you go, back to the lands you once knew. Leave the halls and caverns deep, leave the northern mountains steep. With the forest wide and dim. See, I just don't know if this is gonna work with my range at all. Now I'm starting to wonder. Also, my face looks weird from this angle. I got a tall face in this angle, which I typically don't. I'm a very wide-faced individual, but my face is looking like tall and gaunt with this lighting. It's my cheek dimples. I'm getting some sort of strange gaunt face effect. I look like a Tim Burton of me. Down the street, it's not gonna work, is it? It's too jazzy. I don't think the elves, I would love a world where elves do sing jazz, but it doesn't seem right for this. Let's keep looking around. And it's also possible I'm just gonna kind of wing it. I don't really mind improvising with my voice as long as I'm warmed up, which that reminds me I really should warm up for this. Leave, ooh. Have not done my exercises yet. And as you can hear, you know, it's a little rusty, but that's okay. And then I do this one for sort of like posture dexterity. And some of y'all may recognize that. Of course, that is a vocal exercise ripped directly from the pristine vocal stylings of Finding Nemo. Down the swift dark streams you go, back to lands you once did know. Leave the halls and caverns deep. Leave the halls and caverns deep. Leave the mountains northern steep, where forest wide and dim stoops in shadow gray and grim. Float beyond the world of trees, out into the whispering breeze. Past the rushes, past the reeds, past the marshes, waving weeds. See, I like that. I like that progression there. Do 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 do. Through the mist that rideth wide, up from errand pool at night. Follow, follow stars that leap up the heavens cold and steep. Turn when dawn comes over land, over rapid, over sand. south away and south away. Seek the sunlight and the day. Back to pasture, back to mead, where kine and oxen feed. See, I have to remember that word. There's a word "the" in there. It keeps getting me. My cadence is all off. Back to gardens on the hills, where the berry swells and fills. Under sunlight, under day, south away and south away. Down the swift dark streams you go, back to lands you once did know. Okay, so I can't end there, but hey, I think that went okay. Now, if I can remember that throughout my entire read-through, I am going to be absolutely shocked. So I'm going to give this a couple of more sing-throughs, and then hopefully it will sufficiently come back to me during the read. Hello, there he is. Hi, how's it going? But that's not what we're doing. We're looking at this. You can see this is not a short little song here either. This is roughly what it looks like when I'm getting prepped for a stream. Over here, I'm gonna have my PDF and some of my stuff open, and then over on this side is typically where I'll be finding art, but I've already done that today, and that's gonna be a different video, so go ahead and check that one out. Also, you might wonder why I've got this on my desk. Not this. This is for water. This, though. This is Ike's egg, and if y'all don't know about this, well, you can find out. I am doing a new little series. This is also going to be up for patrons first, and if you want to find it, you can find it at patreon.com/sidecar stories. Right now, I'm tentatively calling it Sidecar's Trunk Junk, but that might change. That might change over time, because frankly, it's not junk. One of y'all had a great idea to talk about some of the things that I've really enjoyed, and I figure what better way than to take a tour through my bookshelf. It's probably not what you expect, and it's probably not nearly as much as you expect, because of course, this is a small building I live in, but hey, I'm making it work, and hopefully y'all will enjoy hearing more about this and all of the various books and stories that I have on my bookshelf. Now, let's talk about this song one more time. Down the swift dark stream you go, back to lands you once did know. Leave the halls and caverns deep, leave the northern mountains steep, where the forest wide and dim stoops in shadow gray and grim. Float beyond the world of trees, out into the whispering breeze. Past the rushes, past the reeds, past the marshes, waving weeds, through that mist that riseth white, up from mere and pool at night. Follow, follow stars that leap, up the heavens cold and steep. Turn when dawn comes over land, over rapid, over sand. South away and south away. Yeah, I want to find a way to like really hit that, because it seems like that comes up a couple of times. It comes up once here, and then once here again. So it seems like it's kind of important. I want to kind of emphasize that in some way. As you can hear, I don't exactly have like a super clean system for this. I kind of just hack away at it until something starts to make sense. Does it make sense yet? Seek the sunlight and the day, back to pasture, back to mead, where the kine and oxen feed. Back to gardens on the hills, where the berry swells and fills. Under sunlight, under day, south away and south away. I gotta remember to support that properly, because otherwise I'm sitting here like, south away and south away. And that's no good. That's no good at all. Down the swift dark streams you go, back to lands you once did know. And I gotta hit that correctly. How am I gonna find that note there at the end? Back to where the kine and oxen feed, back to lands you once did know. See, if I can resolve it on that, that'll be ideal. But hey, maybe I can, maybe I can't. This is not something I do super often. This is, of course, something I do mostly for the stream, but It's fun, it's exciting, and I'm glad y'all have enjoyed it so much. I hope this has been kind of an interesting behind-the-scenes sort of thing. If you want to see more like this, head over to Patreon. Patreon.com/sidecarstories. That's where this all shows up. So just now I'm actually in Discord as I'm preparing for the stream today, and look what I found! There is someone who is asking specifically for this. Gems! Gems, look at what you did! Gem says, oh, one of my suggestions for Patreon subscribers was actually a full download of the Hobbit songs by Sam. What if we could just make that happen? So, hopefully I'll see you over there. Bye-bye.